all right, all right. Come on in here. Come on in here. I need for you to, yes, you. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. I'm talking to you too. IG, look, it's Wednesday. It's a wonderful Wellness Wednesday. So I'm about to do what I usually do, which is to say, hey, y'all, hey, it's Tracy time. It's time for another moment with me, Tracy T. Listen, we focus on wellness on Wednesdays here live at lunch. And I want you to know, first and foremost, I want to know how you're doing, how you are. It's important to me that you understand that the significance of your wellness and your well-being is not just amount of money. You know, a lot of people get this thing twisted about wellness. They think that they are in a position. Let me have a little Pat LaBelle moment here and get my hair right. They think that if you are rich or wealthy that you're well. Do you know that's not true? Do y'all know that's not true? Let me tell you something. What are you doing right now to sabotage your own well-being? What are you doing? My 3 for 30. I'm gonna do 3 things in 30 minutes. That's how we do it live at lunch. The very first thing I want to know is how you're doing. The second thing I want you to know is if you're here connected with me, that means you got a blessing and a gift of life. We got another day to do it. I want you to make sure that you like my page, you subscribe to my page on YouTube, that if you're following me on Facebook, for those that are following me on Facebook, make sure that you set your notifications so that you can get a notice when I go live. I like to go live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Monday's Motivation Monday, Wednesday is Wellness Wednesday, and on Friday is Black Friday. Every Friday is Black Friday here live at lunch, where we focus on a black business. Now, you may see that I have on my regular black tee. I believe in a good black t-shirt ministry. Thank you, Gina Neely. My black t-shirt ministry. I am about to be 50. I'm counting down. My birthday is on the 17th of February, y'all, and I celebrate for a whole entire month. I will be 50 years old, so you will start seeing that I have my t-shirts that are nodding and doing my nod to 50 and farewell to 49. However, comma, nevertheless, did y'all get nevertheless on our Motivation Monday? I want to talk about my first thing is nevertheless and however, comma. I posted this morning that sometimes you are right in that place where you are like, I'm awake and I'm processing the things I need to do, but I just can't get my assets up. That is a nevertheless and however, comma moment, y'all. When you are in a position where you can't get yourself, your mind, it's giving you all these fantastic things that you know you have in you to do, but you just can't get up. That is you literally having to give yourself a nevertheless moment. Okay? And so when you do your nevertheless, you literally have to say to yourself, yes, I feel this. Nevertheless, I'm going to get up. When you get that first step, when you make that first step to get up, it's going to make all the difference. It's going to make all the difference because those things that you have in you were put in you because you have the ability to do it. You have every single thing you need to get them done. You just got to make the first step, right? Anything is better than nothing. So don't sabotage yourself by saying you can't get something done. That's number one. So, hey, I want you to know that you are in a position on Wellness Wednesday to be in control. You are in control. Again, I'm saying this, I'm affirming you that you are in control. That is number one. You've got to get your mindset wrapped around the fact that it is, yes, whatever the circumstance is now. Nevertheless, you can still do it. You've got to give yourself the mindset. That's a mindset shift. Y'all gonna hear me talk about mindset shifts all the time because a lot of times the only thing that's stopping us from doing what we need to do is us. It's not that you got, I'm gonna wave at you, babe. It's not that you got an issue with somebody else because they're not making you do anything. Picking up from where we were Monday, they're not making you do anything. It's you. It's you. You are in control. So if you're saying to yourself, I'll never be able to get this, I don't qualify for X, I don't do that, then that is going to be true. What you say to yourself is true. Okay? So I want you to say to yourself, I am. This is number 2 on Wellness Wednesday. I am capable. I am competent. I am worthy. I am enough. That you give yourself that, hey, flock the vote, that you give yourself the authority to have dominion and control and sovereign power over your mindset. That is part of your wellness and your well-being. You won't ever be in a position where if you're waiting and relying on outside sources to feed into and pour into and give you everything that you need for yourself, you will always come up empty. You will have a deficiency. You will be in the negative waiting on somebody else. But you will always be on pure full if you tap into what you already know. Hey, now flock to vote. If you already tap into what you know to be true for yourself, that you are, and you got to use the language. You have to give yourself permission to say the words to yourself, right? That I am. What is it that you want to say? I am enough. I am smart. I am successful. Speak those things to yourself. Know that you are, not that I will be a millionaire. I will be successful. I will be highly sought after. No, say I am. I am going to have a wonderful day. I am going to be successful. I am going to be sought after. I am going to achieve my goal. I am going to finish this race. I am going to get my degree. I am going to help my child with virtual school. Whatever it is that you have the control and power, y'all, to do it. It's as simple as that. The challenge that you give yourselves is too often you start comparing lots, right? Woo, that's so dangerous. When you start comparing lots, when you start looking at what you have versus what they got. You know, these people say keeping up with the Joneses. Hey, Magnolia Rose, when people say you looking at, let me see what such and such is doing. Well, whatever such and such got going on has absolutely nothing to do with you. What you have going on is what's most important. Can you look yourself in the mirror right now and say, I love you. You are the most important person to me, and I'm going to do every single thing I can to make sure that you're happy and healthy. Have you done that? Because that's what's the thing. Get to yourself first. You got to speak the positivity to yourself. How many times have you been in a position where someone called you and you were, you know, in your own little lane, minding your own little business, and they had an issue? And when the issue came up, y'all, you listened to them. You took what they had to heart. You gave them every single piece of encouragement and every piece of positivity that you could offer. And when you did that, that person walked away feeling better. But then what happens when you're feeling like that? Do you give yourself the same? Do you reap the benefits of yourself? Do you look in the mirror and say to yourself, I know that this is happening right now, and I'm going to nurture myself. I'm going to speak to myself. I'm going to support myself. No, we don't do that. We save this fantastic reserve of the gifts that we have and hold back from sharing them with ourselves. How does that even make sense? That you're pouring out for other people to receive it, but you're not giving it to yourself. You know the old adage, a charity starts at home. Have y'all heard that? Charity starts at home. Well, you're home for yourself. This is you. This is the thing you got. This is your own thing. This is your being, your mind, your heart, your spirit. You got to pour into yourself. You got to feed into yourself for your own well-being. And we're going to go through over the course of this entire year for 2021 a whole series of things that are connected to wellness. I believe there's a wellness wheel. We started in on it in November, and I took a break for December because there's so many things that were happening in December that we had to contend with, that our wellness was being compromised. It's a fresh new year now, and all that we have going on, all this noise that's all around us, that's in media, that's with your friends and family. Y'all know I talk about Pookie and Poke Chop. You've got to be in a place where you create a center bubble for yourself, that you are pouring into positivity, that you're focusing in on your own well-being, that you've got to make the investment and know that you are worthwhile and that you are worthy to be invested in for yourself. Because oftentimes we're looking for other people to validate that. We're looking for affirmation from other people. Now, I've said this before. I've printed this and posted this, and I want you to get this. You don't need validation. Huh? Somebody, anybody? You don't need validation. Validation is for parking. Validation is for parking. You don't need validation. Validate yourself. You don't need somebody else to validate you. You got what you need. You have every single thing that you need for yourself. You don't have to wait. You don't have to wonder. You don't have to even worry because you got it. It's all right there in you. And how do I know? Because you're here, which means that you've already survived literally 100% of every single thing that life has thrown at you. You might have had to bend, you might have had to ebb, you may have had to pull the matrix on that thing, but you still survived it. You're right here, a survivor. And so the fact that you wait and anticipate validation from someone else is absolute foolishness. Don't be foolish. Don't start the year off being foolish. Start the year off being smart. Start the year off knowing that without a shadow of a doubt that you know that you know that you know that you are who you are. And then that way the shoring up of it will be from yourself. When people say nice things, it won't be the best thing you've ever heard in your life because you've already said the best thing to yourself. You've already said, I know I'm the bomb. You've already said, I know I'm the fire. You've already said, I know I'm amazing. You've already said to yourself that you're phenomenal. You've already said to yourself, I am worthy. I am decent. I am honorable. I am smart. I'm intelligent. I'm a winner. You say that and give yourself the I am. Okay? Because the reality is, you can't wait for anyone else to do it because they should be in a position where they are not responsible for your happiness. No one else is responsible for your happiness. It's your responsibility. You've got to take ownership of your well-being and your wellness and make yourself. And people that are married in a relationship, long-term relationships, always allow themselves to think. I'll give you an example. To think that other people make them happy. Well, just like they can't make you mad, they can't make you happy either, y'all. You have to take responsibility and ownership for your own mind and for your own heart. This is you being in control of you. If you put yourself in a position where you're waiting and anticipating the validation and affirmation of someone else, you will be waiting for a long time, for a lifetime. And then you'll come up feeling empty and short. That puts yourself in a self-fulfilling prophecy of actually not being worthy. Y'all hear that? If you position yourself where you're waiting for someone else to validate you, then you're going to create a self-fulfilling prophecy that you will not be valid, that you will be invalid. And what's another way to say invalid? Invalid. You will literally handicap yourself out of knowing that you are strong and fierce and wonderfully made so that you can get whatever it is that life has promised you and that in your heart and mind that you want to seek as your own goal. The perfect example I was going to give you is this, a little debate I had with my nephew last week, where the comment that he made, he's an adult, was that he's looking for a woman to take on his goals and help him achieve his goals. No, wrong, false, faux. No other person can be responsible for you achieving your goals. You've got to take on your own goals and have them as your own pursuit. That's your race. What sense does it make if I tell you, you know what? I really want you to. I want to win. I want to win a race. I want to win a race today, y'all. Now you go run it for me. That makes absolutely no sense. And so I'm happy to have debates with my nephews and with loved ones and with friends and with you if necessary to challenge you. The mindset, you got to do a mindset shift. No one else is going to be responsible for you winning your race. No one else is going to be responsible for you getting to your goal. Your finish line is that. It's yours. You can't look at what the Joneses are doing. Sally Jones and John Jones are doing their own thing. They don't even have the same objectives as you. They're not even on the same page as you. You've got to take responsibility for yourself. It's not their responsibility to run your race. It's yours. You got to be in a position where you look at yourself in the mirror and say, you know what, I got this. And the reason I can tell you I know you got it is because it was put in your brain and your heart. You don't get dreams and hopes and Habakkuk 2 and 2 to you write it, have a vision, make it plain. You don't get that if you can't get to fulfill it. If you can't fulfill it, you would never be given a dream if it couldn't come true. You got it. But I promise you, the main person that's stopping you from achieving your goals is not mom and them, it's not your husband, it's not your wife, it's not what happened with your dad, it's not what happened with your sister, your brother, your cousin, your kids. It's you. You have got to take ownership for your own race. You have first got to make the investment in shoring yourself up so that you know that at the beginning of every day that you open your eyes, that you got a gift of life, and what you do with it is your choice. You can't make other people be responsible for you. It's you. Does that make sense? It's you. And because of that, you've got to be able to say to yourself positive, affirming words that give you what you need to shore you up. And that is where the however comma comes in. That is where the nevertheless comes in, y'all, because you can literally be in a place where you can say, I feel really uncomfortable where I am right now. I feel anxious about where I am right now. I feel dis-ease about the way I am right now. And say, however comma, I have the power to change it. Huh? Or you can say, this is something that's happening. Nevertheless, I can change it. You got to give yourself permission. Get comfortable. Get comfortable. My challenge for you today, get comfortable with being amazing. Get comfortable with accepting awesomeness. Get comfortable that you have everything that you need. Get comfortable tapping into what is phenomenal about you. Get comfortable creating goals that you achieve for yourself, and then stop setting yourself up and sabotaging your own success. Get comfortable creating self-fulfilling prophecies, y'all, that are really truly positive, and not that you gonna give yourself a setup and then lie to yourself about how you can't get it done, because that's a lie. Stop telling yourself a lie. You can get it done, because otherwise it wouldn't be given to you and you wouldn't have it to do in the first place. That's not how this works. That's how all of us have different talents and gifts, because that's not how this works. You have everything you need to achieve whatever goal has been put in your head and your heart. Now, the lies you hear, that you want to tap into and hear the negative speak from the enemy. And then let me say this for the record. This is going to be my third thing, and then I'm going to be gone. Stop telling everybody your hopes and dreams. I told y'all this Monday. Stop telling everybody your doggone hopes and dreams. You can't share the covenant that you have with divine, with humans. Don't y'all know that these folks will sabotage you? Don't you know that these folks literally, you can speak something to existence for yourself and then say, oh, you know what? I'm so excited. I can't wait to do X and Y. And then they'll say, girl, you can't. You know the market ain't gonna be open to that. Well, they already got such and such and such. Well, you don't need to write another book, because the first book you did, I don't know, people might not read that book. How you know people want to do what you want? The people ain't gonna follow you if you do such and such. You don't have time for that. You don't deserve that negativity. Don't even set yourself up for it. Because if you've been divinely ordered to do something, it doesn't have to make sense to anybody else. Hello? It only has to be you listening to the voice of God and you doing what he told you to do. If you do that, you can't go wrong. I don't know what else to tell you. Because here's the thing. I am a daughter of the king. I am successful. I am the most highly sought after mindset coach, period. I am claiming my victory right now. I am stating that I will be able to have a successful business. I am going to be healthy. And I encourage you to speak your I am. What is your I am statement? I am in a position where I can win. And so are you. I am in a position where it may not be what I want right now. However, comma, I'm not going to stop. I am going to reach millions of people and help serve the kingdom of God. I am going to achieve my goals. I am going to wake up every morning knowing that I got the juice, baby. Okay? You get your juice. I got my juice. You get your juice. So your Wellness Wednesday tip is to give yourself the self-affirming positive messages for that you would tell somebody else. Look in the mirror and say to yourself, baby, you got the juice. And if you feel like you juice free, give yourself a however comma. You can say to yourself, I may not have what I need right now. I may not be feeling it. However, comma, I'm getting there. However, comma, I'm better than I was yesterday. Nevertheless, I will continue to pursue this thing. Do you hear what I'm saying to you? Do you? Do you? Because it's important. Now, I'm about to wrap this thing up because I do 3 and 30. The one thing I want to say today is January 13th, 2021. This is Delta Sigma Theta, the Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated anniversary. It's their Founders Day. I am not a Delta. I love and know a ton of Deltas, starting with my roommate from college to my BFF and a whole host of church members and all my friends in between. So today I say to you ladies, I wish you abundance of wealth and health. I wish prosperity upon the sorority. I claim victory for all that you guys have said for positivity, and thank you for all that you've done for our community. And happy Founders Day to the women and ladies of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. Now, that's it. That's all. You and you go. Give yourself a conversation in the mirror. Talk to yourself. And I'm saying sometimes you need to look yourself in the mirror and be like, you know what? Yeah, you really doing this doggone thing, ain't you? You got this. You know what? I really like you. And I think that you're important. You're the most important person I have in my whole entire life. Say that to yourself. And look at yourself and say, I got the juice. You got it, baby. Now look, I'm going to give y'all a hug right here. This virtual hug right here is so good. Because I love you and there's nothing you can do about it. I love you and there's nothing you can do about it. So I'm going to say this and I'm going to go. Make sure that you like and subscribe. Make sure you turn your notifications on. For those of you that are looking at this on YouTube, don't get off this without subscribing to this doggone thing. Y'all need this. It's what we do. You part of the T-Row crew. And let me say this to you. Make sure that you do every single thing you can to be every day amazing. Make every day amazing. And above all else, live like it's a gift. Live like it's a gift, because it truly is. I'll see you back here on Friday for Live at Lunch. Black Friday is Black Friday every Friday, live at lunch. All righty, that's it. T-Row out.